Hey people, it's me, Matty D, A1 Solutions Group, and I got inspired to do this video because I thought, let me type into YouTube and just see, um, I said I type in credit cards evil, like, are there any videos that say credit cards are evil? And before I did that, something said, are you sure you want to do this because you're going to get some answers? Sure enough, I was right. And this video is all about why credit cards are not evil. And if you think they are, this is why this is stupid. If you think they are, if you have a credit card or an old one or even debit card, do this exercise with me right now. I want you to look at that credit card and you're thinking it's evil. Look at it and go, how is this credit card killing people? Is it out there raping people? Is it molesting family members? Is it stealing stuff from the government? Is it stealing from you and me? Is it causing riots? Is it looting? Is it misleading people down a certain road? Is it lying to them? Is it screwing people over in a way that like it's visibly there? The answer to all those questions and more are it's not. And here's the other thing. Do you remember the components of a credit score? 35% of your credit score is payment history. 30% is credit card utilization. So, if you're thinking that this credit card you have is evil and you cut up and close it, number one, you just lost 100 points or anywhere from 50 to 100 points. You'll never get back. Number two, by saying credit cards are evil, I'm not doing this stuff again, you're denying yourself 30% of your credit score. So if you're trying to get like to 700 credit score, 800, you ain't getting there without credit cards. So explain to me again how this is evil, but you want to get to an 800, and yet you're going to deny yourself 30% of your score to get to 800 or 700 by not using something that you deem as evil. How does that make any sense? I'll wait. Oh yeah, it doesn't. Credit card's not evil. It is only evil because you perceive it to be evil. Other than that, it's just a card on the account. That's all it is. And the other thing too, why it's been deemed evil is because one, we get taught from a young age that credit cards are spending cash. It's not. Credit is meant to be leveraged and used strategically to help you build wealth. Because then you have these financial gurus like Dave Ramsey who's like, debt's bad. No, it's not, because you know what the wealthy do? The wealthy use debt to get wealthy. Because it's all about how you're using that debt that determines what it's going to really do for you. If you're treating a credit card and all loans like it's spending cash and trying to look like you're rich as hell, but you're not, you're going to find yourself into financial trouble and then listen to Dave Ramsey and go, oh my God, debt's bad, I'm on a credit card debt, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, someone else who was like, what are ways I can use this credit card to leverage it to help me make more money and more wealth is going to be in a whole different financial reality than what you have. Because Dave Ramsey gives dumb advice on things that people don't know any better about. So I'm going to say this. If you want to have a higher credit score, better credit, you need to use credit cards effectively. I have a video on that called a secret credit card hack. Okay, it'll come up, right? And it's all about how you're using them. Again, I'm repeating myself because this bears repeating. If you're going to treat that credit card like it's spending cash, you're screwing yourself. Fun tip. Whatever, and if you want to like kind of practice better discipline with a credit card, there's a much cheaper way you can breathe and become present to it and realize you don't got to spend that money. But another way, all right, not another way, but a different way to look at it is this. You breathe, become present, number one. Number two, if your credit card's $500, if the limit is $500, you go based on like what's in your credit card, what's in your checking account. Okay, actually, let's not use 500. Let's just use $1,000 credit limit, for example. Okay, if your credit limit is $1,000, but you only have $800 in your checking account, you don't go above $800. Actually, I wouldn't even touch that. Don't even go that far, because you don't want to go above the 30% utilization. That's 30% of your available credit. So in this case, all right, for the credit card, you don't use more than $300. All right, you want to do that. All right, but you want to maintain the limit and also look at, okay, look, if I got $200 in the bank, I'm only allowed to use $200 in credit. ultimately. Now, the only exception to this is the financial emergency. That's fine. It's going to happen. It does happen. If it does, you use it and you pay it off as soon as you can. Because carrying a balance on your credit card does nothing for you at all whatsoever. You're just paying a bunch of money in interest to the credit card company, and you get nothing else in return, really. Other than if you're paying it down and on time, that's great. But beyond that, that's it. I do realize I may have given conflicting advice, but for sake of argument right now, I'm going back to this. Like, look, you can't treat your credit card like it's spending money. If you only got $1,000 in a credit limit, and you only got $500 in the bank, don't spend more than $500 because then you're going to go into the red. All right, and also too, ultimately what you want to do is stay at a low utilization because that will boost your scores even more. So, and if you still think credit cards are evil at this point, well, good luck on using that to get a house, or not using those to get a house, to pretty much do anything. Because a good mix of credit involves credit cards, and people who have FICO scores or credit scores in hundreds have a mix of like credit cards, installment loans, and everything else. And you think that you'll get to 800 or whatnot using installment loans, think again. Because here's the thing about installment loans. Installment loans will only give you points so long as the loan is open and not paid off. Once that loan is paid off, you get no more points. None. Zero. So, if that happens, and all you have installment loans, you don't have anything else getting your score, your score is going to just freeze. Credit cards give you points over time because it's still active. So again, toss this whole reason that credit cards are evil out the window and look at it from, I'm going to use this thing to get wealthy, I'm going to get a house, whatever thing is, I'm going to use it wisely and smart because you determine the credit card. The credit card does not determine you. No, throw it out. With that being said, this video is over. Comment below with your thoughts. I'm interested to hear what you would think. And man, because I'm telling you, money is not evil. That's not evil. It is you who perceive it to make it evil. Other than that, it just is. It's just something that's there. That's a tool that's used. It's your inner game that's screwing you over and keeping you broke and poor and a low credit score. That's really the root cause. It's not the money. It's you. If you don't think it's you, well then no one can help you. You are giving your power to outside of you, to things you can't control, and then you wonder why you're stuck. A lot of people have that belief still. It's crazy. So, that being said, comment below, like the video. I'll see you next video, y'all. Peace.